Hello. First of all, I hope you're having a good day. Second of all, if you are rewatching, please do leave a comment and say hello. I would love to know. I know there are some of you guys that do rewatch. I can see. I can see the numbers. I know. But I hope you guys are having a great day. Mic on, right? Yep. Okay. So we're doing something a little interesting today. Usually I like to do patterns. Excuse me. Hold on. I had a hair. But usually I like to do patterns offline first, but today I am going to try it with you guys and see how it goes. Hello, Shoto. We're going to make a voodoo doll today. You won't be able to stay. Oh, you have a lot of homework. I'm sorry. Thank you for saying hello, Shoto, and I'm sorry you have a lot of homework. I hope that it doesn't take you too long. Hello, Nature Fairy Abigail. How are you? I'm counting down the days until your special day. I was like, the other day I went, oh no, I didn't miss it, did I? I was like, no, Amy, you put it on your calendar. I was like, I didn't miss it. So let me see if I can find the picture of what we're making today. Here we go. You zoom in on it. Here is what we're making. It's a little voodoo doll just in time for Halloween. I've always kind of wanted to make one, I guess, just because they look fun and you get to use like a button for the eye and everything. But the other kind of funny thing is, I remember like when I very first started YouTube, someone coming in and going, "Can you make a voodoo doll?" Like trolling with me. I'm actually doing it. So, hey Shima, how are you? Aw, yes, of course. I always used to be the one that always remembered everybody's birthdays, so I'm trying to like still be that way. So if you tell me, I will try my best to remember. All right, so we're gonna start with the legs. This is a paid pattern, so I haven't put the link in yet, but it's on Etsy. And when I just showed it, the name is here too. It's probably backwards, but it's CHEYNC Crochet. Chain. It's like chain, but spelled funny. CHEYN Crochet. Yeah, so this is what we're making again. I'll show you one more time real quick. Except I'm going to try it in acrylic first. And then I'm going to go in with my plush yarn and make one because I only have one skein of that plush yarn. And so I just want to try it first with acrylic. We'll see if it works out, I guess. There's a possibility something will go wrong here. But, you know, we're just going to try. Yes, I love the spooky season. I'm so excited. Where's the end of my yarn? Here it is. Okay. Stitch marker. Yarn. Okay, I think I got everything. You're going to highlight your hair and your pink hands. Oh, that sounds so cute. I can't wait to see. That sounds real cute. I used to have like a purple streak when I was blonde. Because I used to be really blonde for almost my entire life till a few years ago. I was blonde and I had a purple streak, and then I had a red streak, and then I dyed my whole head red, and I need to get it done again. I mean, like bright red, and now I do like a natural red. Sir, Arthur, your puzzle is in the kitchen. Let me go show him his puzzle. He doesn't know it's already in there. It's already in there waiting for you, bud. You did good with your Kong ball, though. It took you longer than it sometimes. Go here, baby. Look. Kitty's not playing with it, is he? No, look. Look, puzzle. He said, oh. Now Kitty's in there. Kitty, leave him alone. All right. Kitty went in the other room. Good. All right. I'm coming. Got distracted. As usual. Is that my glove? It is my crochet glove. I didn't know it was right there. Hello. Hi, Andy. Hi, Magic Frog. Hi, everyone. Yes, Voodoo Doll. Yes. That is the goal. But we're going to try it in acrylic first. And I kind of started a leg, but I wasn't paying attention to my row count, so I just frogged it. But it looks like it's going to be really cute and petite in acrylic yarn. So I hope it works out okay. So far, I haven't had a problem doing that, but I know some people do, so I'm nervous because it is a no-sew. So I'm wondering if my legs and arms might be off or something, but I could probably fix that. So we're just gonna try it. It is a no-sew pattern, and I'll put the I should have done it ahead of time, but I forgot. I will put the link in there after. Let's see what else is going on. Everybody saying hey to each other. I am actually. Hello. How are you doing? 4, 5. I think it's 6, right? Yeah, 6. Let me start my row counter over again. I think the second row is the only one I need to count for a second. I am crocheting right now. I do not actually. I mean, like, I sort of understand it, but not really. Don't really know anything about it, to be honest. I've seen other people do it, but that's about the extent of that. 2 and an increase. Okay. I need to not say the rounds out loud, though, because it is a paid pattern. But the rest of them I'll be good. All right. I haven't looked ahead in the pattern to see, like, how it looks. You may have to adjust arm placement. Yeah. Okay. Figured. Tension usually is a factor there. I do have to get a button for his eye. I don't know if I have one, so I may have to get some black buttons, but I guess I mean, it's going to be put on after anyway, so I can make it and then determine. Or I could use a safety eye, but then I'm only using one safety eye, so I would feel the need to make 2 voodoo dolls so that I wouldn't have just one extra safety eye laying around, because I'd hate to have like one missing from a set. Even though they're plain in black, I would still want to use them both, you know? Let's see what's going on. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think the buttons are going to be cute for us. It's just one button eye and then one like cross stitch. A stitch like a cross. I don't know. An X. That's what I should say. So hopefully, but I think the button will be cute. But I do think it's hilarious because somebody did once say something about making a voodoo doll, like a troll or something, and so now I'm actually doing it. But I was really kind of inspired by Rosalie, because Rosalie does little voodoo dolls. I saw her do some, and really Crafty Witch too, because she does so many cool little Halloween characters and things, and Rosalie as well. And I don't know, they're so cool. I've never made like a doll. I mean, I've made amigurumi and things sort of like this, but never like a doll. And this, I guess, isn't a doll. However, wait, let me see. I found a pattern yesterday and I haven't looked at it yet, so, but I want to maybe try it. Maybe. Everybody's gonna be like, do it. But it's a little witch, and I found her on that same website as the pumpkin. So if you're interested in this, it is also on Crochet 365 knit 2 with 2 O's.com. It's in the previous live that I have with the pumpkin picture. There is a link in there for the pumpkins, but if you go to that same website and just search for witch, you'll find it. I don't think they have many. But look at her. I'm usually super intimidated by dolls because of the hair. The hair looks so hard to me. But this doll's hair looks like you would just attach it and then just kind of braid it. So that doesn't look as intimidating. It's not crocheted, right? So I don't know. I'm considering trying this one, you guys. I haven't looked at the pattern yet, but this might have to be. I was going to make a Santa this year, and that was going to be my first doll, but it might have to be this. I don't know. But yeah, her name is, what is the pattern's name? Crochet Witch Sammy. Crochet Witch Sammy. Crafty Witch, Crochet Witch. Close. Aw, but it's really cute. Like I said, I haven't looked at the pattern yet, but like up close and detailed, but I don't know. It just looks like I might be able to do it, maybe. So I'm excited. I saved it last night. Did I save another one? Or was it just the doll? No, just the doll. And this little Frankenstein. Oh, this little turkey. Hold on. I'll show you the turkey too. Same website. Have I ever crocheted a scarf? I did see that. Yes, I have. They were some of the first things that I made. Rosalie is so talented. Look at the turkey. The tail looks a little challenging, but the body I can do. So that's interesting. Yeah. But yeah, they just everybody makes such cool stuff, so I'm so excited. And this website has some cute little things on it. So, and I think well, I mean, it has some links to some paid patterns, but a lot of them are free. So the turkey looks really cute too. So that might be a later on thing, like closer to November. I did finish the body of the ghost, but you guys, I can't decide if I want to put these fancy eyes on him or not. I can't. He's not stuffed, but I can't decide if he's worthy of these beautiful eyes. To be honest, I mean, he doesn't have a mouth, but I can't tell if he's worthy of these beautiful Halloween eyes or not. So I haven't secured them yet because I can't tell. They also might not be in the exact right spot, but I can't decide. Let's see. Increase. Oh, you kind of want to do the turkey now. I know. There's a lot of different turkey patterns, but I don't know. That one was really cute because there's a lot of like flat. I see a lot of the flat turkeys and stuff. But that was like a nice amigurumi turkey. I was like, ooh, because I think I was like looking up keywords like fall, Halloween, and just looking on that website, the Crochet and Knit website, and ooh, found all those. I was so excited. And then I went and bought a pattern after I got all those free ones, my dumb self. But anyway, it's $4. It's fine. I bought the voodoo pattern even after I found all those I wanted to do, but it's okay. I will get around to the free ones too, I hope. All right, so got that one done. Now I just need to do some single crochet rounds. Good. These are legs? Yes, these are legs. So you'll see in a minute what I mean by how tiny these little legs are going to be. They're only 9 rounds and they're only 8 stitches around. So they're tiny. 1, 2. Like I said, I think that's one of the first. I mean, I've never specifically searched for a turkey on like Etsy or anywhere pattern, but that was one of the first like real cute plush ones I've seen. So I was excited. But feel free. It's obviously not my pattern. I'm just here to share the information. That's one good thing I feel like about my channel, at least, is I try to like use a lot of free patterns. And so, if nothing else you get out of my channel, you can get some free pattern finding. Bye, Abigail. Hope you have a good day. All right, there we go. But yeah, I love it. All right. I also I really need to go back and look at Frizzy Bee's tutorial on how to do the double magic ring, I think is what it's called, because that's good for yarn that can like slip and stuff, and the magic ring can come open over time, which I've never had happen yet. But I have started things and it's starting to kind of come undone and I keep having to pull it. So I think I've been tying like a big giant knot at the base of the magic ring so that it can't like get pulled back through, but I don't want to keep doing that. I want to do the double. It's not hard. I just need to go back and look. You just have to, I think you basically, if I remember right, you wrap it funny around your fingers differently or something. I can't remember. You wrap it like an extra time maybe. But it's supposed to help, especially with those slippery yarns, not having your magic ring come undone. Right now I'm just doing the knot because I can't remember how to do that. All right. Now we'll flip it back inside out and do our single rounds. Was that 3? That should have been. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Lord. Teaching the value of money, they say on the news. Well, well, well. That's an interesting topic. Not one I'm going to get into, but interesting nonetheless. Arthur's in there having a good time. The cat's just watching him. I need to get the kitty a puzzle too. Kitty has electronic toys as well, but I think Kitty needs his own little puzzle, like Arthur has. You should do a bat. You know what? I guess it had to be last year. I haven't been crocheting that long, but I think last year I tried to make a bat, and I don't know. There are tons of good patterns, but I was looking around on YouTube and I was having a hard time. And then I found one, and I tried to follow it. Man, that bat came out looking kind of funny, I feel like. I don't even remember what happened to that bat. So I need to try it again. I really should. I just got to find the pattern that sparks my heart. A little joy. Because I feel like you can do bats in a lot of colors, really. You can do black, you can do gray, you can do purple, you can do black and purple, you can, whoa, hey kitty. I guess you could do any color, really, if you're into the pink Halloween stuff, which I'm really surprised I'm not. I think if I had my craft room set up, I'd probably put pink Halloween stuff in there. But everywhere else, I like my regular, traditional colors. Can't be that bad. I know. I think the wings or something is what got me. It was the wings on mine. The body was fine because, it's just pretty basic shape, but or shapes. But the wings, I was about to say ears. The wings are definitely what got me. The cat's running around again. You getting your zoomies out? Get him out. Then you're gonna crash later. Don't jump over Arthur though, because that's not nice. No. He's in such a mood. Hello, Rosalie. Guess what? Look what I'm doing. I mentioned you a minute ago because I was inspired by yours. Look what I'm making. A voodoo doll. I should have looked to make sure you didn't have a video about that before I went and got this pattern, but I did not. But I didn't even look YouTube for one. I just literally went to Etsy for some reason. But usually I look YouTube first, but I didn't this time. Hello. But yeah, I have the plush yarn to make him out of, but I want to try it in acrylic first and see how I like the pattern and stuff. And then, oh, cat has a toy. And then make it out of the plush yarn because I only have. Cat has an Easter egg. I know you guys can hear a little banging. Cat loves Easter eggs because they're unpredictable the way they roll, the shape. So he's got a giant Easter egg he's rolling around. But anyway, so I have the plush yarn, but I only have one little skein of it, and it's a yarn that I'm not that familiar with working with, so I want to save it and make sure that I like the pattern before I do it. He is an adult. He is, let's see, about a year and a couple months. But he is new to living inside, relatively new to living inside. He's only been inside for a couple months. Hi, Sonia. How are you? I love your candy corn bag. It's so cute. It makes me want to make one day. I did see a candy corn pillow pattern that I almost considered, but then I kept looking at it and I was like, to make it as big as I would want it, I'd really need to get like a size 7 weight yarn, I think. And I don't have any of that because I don't really love it. So I was like, let's make something with yarn we already have, perhaps. Got enough. Might as well use it. I'm really trying not to buy any yarn. I haven't bought any yarn in a while. Unless it's like, well, I take that back. I did buy orange yarn for my pumpkins because I did run out. But that is the only reason. I'm trying just not to, because I bought a bunch of yarn that I didn't really need just to have all the colors available to myself. And now I'm like, okay, stop. You have the colors available? Now stop. That's all I needed. My shelves are happy the way they are. I just need to get like I think a little more white and black maybe of certain kinds, but that's always a staple. Bye, Roaming Roots. I hope you do as well. Thank you for coming. And I'm wearing my little pumpkins I made, earrings out of embroidery floss, which I'm still like, can't believe there's all these different kinds of embroidery floss because the kind I was using was splitting on me so bad. So I've got to get something else. Or it would just be nice to get something else. I think I need 9 rows. 9 rows, right? Yeah. Gotta check. Yes. I hope everybody had a good week. My work week is over anyway. Thursday is usually my last day. So that is good. Hey, Arthur, where you been, bub? Where were you? My cup is over here, isn't it? Yes. So I can grab it. Is the weather nice for you guys? Because it's been really pretty. It's going to get a little warm this afternoon and tomorrow, I think, but it's really nice. It's like 76 outside right now, sunny. This is the time of year I do want to try to do a stream outside if it's not too windy or something one day. and just see how it goes. I'll probably just sit right on the other side of that wall, so I can't imagine it would be too bad. But I would like to try it. Or maybe not there because, well, I don't know, maybe in the backyard. But we'll find a place. Or in the garden, or in a field, or in the woods. I don't know, somewhere. Probably should stay near the house, though, with the internet. Kitty, where are you going? Don't climb on my rolly cart. No, baby. No, baby. Thank you. Please don't knock the tripod over. He's still learning about this live streaming thing. But yeah, little one has only been inside for, I think, since, when did you come in, baby? Spring? Beginning of summer? Something like that. He got hurt. He hurt his little foot, and he was a sad, limpy boy. And he came in, and basically he's been in ever since. But I really think it's kind of meant to be because he is not built for that outside world. It's amazing he made it that long by himself without his mama. But he loves it with us. And he still does get to go out with his harness. And he loves looking out the window. But he never tries to run out, which makes me feel good. Because I feel like if he really wanted to go back out, he would try to go outside. And he doesn't. So, hi, Aisha. How are you? Yep, same here. 76 and sunny. That's right. Because we're not that far away. We're only like 2 or 3 hours, I think. At most. Because I'm like an hour north of Raleigh. So. You guys are all saying hey. Okay, one more round for the leg. Look, you guys, it's only one more round. See, that's what I'm saying. The legs are going to be so tiny in the acrylic. It's going to be like a keychain almost. But again, I just kind of want to try the pattern and stuff. Hopefully we can get all his little appendages made today. At least. Probably more because it's so tiny. Luckily they're, like I said, 8 stitches around, not 6. Because those are like a little finicky and a little like, oh, I hate those things that are like, do 6 crochet around for 30 rounds. I'm like, no. It's so tiny. What I do sometimes though is I'll like stick something inside of it to like keep it rigid to help me a little bit. Geez, sometimes, man. Okay, that's it. Do I need to, I think I need to crochet it closed, right? Fold it in half and crochet it together and leave a short tail. It says do not stuff, right? Okay. Cut the little tail and tuck it in. I don't need that tail. I already knotted it in. Get in there. Get. There you go. Let's see. 4 it said? Yeah. I was watching Lady Bird D's stream yesterday and I was so glad. She kind of helped keep me awake yesterday morning and I was thankful. And I was helping her keep up with her rounds at one point. I was writing them down while I was crocheting for her. I was like, all right, keep track of your numbers and also write down what round she's on. But she made her a little pumpkin. Apparently, I don't think she makes very much amigurumi, so it was like, it was a big deal, you know? It was exciting. I'm glad. She was like, if it doesn't turn out well, I'm going to blame you because you're the first one here. I was like, oh, no. But it turned out well, so it's fine. I wasn't to blame. All right, let's see. We're gonna. Did it say leave a long tail? I can't even. It says short, right? Because I'm gonna crochet it on, right? Yeah, short tail. Okay, little short tail then. That's still kind of long, but that's fine. Little leg, little tiny leg. It's like a little. It's like my pinky, almost. It's almost my pinky. My pinky is just a tiny bit skinnier and taller. All right, one more leg. They're changing the name of one of our arenas in town, and I think it's so funny because they're changing it to the Invisalign Arena. Okay. I mean, they paid for it, I guess, but just does not have any kind of ring to it. Let's just say that. Yes, I know. I'm excited that it's no-so too. Oh, hey, MJ, how are you? Sorry, I didn't mean to like roll my eyes at you. I got a notification at the same time. I said that. Aw, how are you? You're awake. I did not expect you to be awake, my friend. But yeah, I'm glad it's no-so. That's one of the things that drew me to the pattern. It was cute, and then also it said no-so, you know? So I was like, okay, I can do that. 3, 4. I have a teddy bear pattern that I use a lot that is no-so that I just love. The only thing is you gotta sometimes move the arms and legs around a little bit, but that's not really a problem as long as you keep the distance in between them the same, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 6. You are awake. I was glad I had this color. I think it's like buff or something. It's red heart, but I was glad that I had it to practice the voodoo doll with. I hadn't even opened it and used it on anything. I was trying to remember what I even bought it for, but I'm pretty sure I used it as like a base for some cupcakes or something. Maybe I did use no, because I had a label on it. I don't know, but I swear I made cupcakes with it. But I can't imagine me using a whole skein of this. I don't know. It's like it was a replacement, but I'm not sure. Oh, you're working on the mushroom guy. Oh, he's a big feller. Mushroom boy. I think isn't that what it's called? I think that's what it's called. Mushroom boy. I know I've seen some called mushroom boy, and I say boy because it has an I. Arthur, you having fun over there in your blanket? You're over there. Kitty's laying in the window. Everybody's happy. Good. That is wonderful. I don't know what y'all been doing all morning. I'm gonna guess sleeping. Somebody named Arthur stayed in the bed yesterday until 5 o'clock. Didn't you? Yes, you did. He woke up, he ate a little bit, hung out with me for a second, said, Mom, I want to go back to bed. He was jumping at the door at the bedroom, so I opened the bedroom door and let him in. And he stayed in there until 5 o'clock. I mean, I checked on him, but he stayed asleep till 5 o'clock. I was like, I'm not letting you do that again. Never again. All right, here we go. I'm going to put that little knot back in there since I still don't know how to do the double magic ring. And then, so my thing won't open. I like to put a couple so it makes a big fat knot so that it really would have a really hard time going through all those stitches and opening. And you really can't tell, there's a knot on the other side. But like I said, it would just be easier to do the method that Frizzy uses. That's good enough. I'm gonna cut it a little bit. It doesn't need to be that long. Gotta put them in my trash can in a minute, but it's a little out of my reach. My little baby trash can. Flip it back around and pull up my pattern again. My iPad's doing that thing where the screen turns off. Okay, that was round 2. I wasn't keeping track. All right, this is 3. Got it. Trying to remember. I feel like there was something I was going to tell you guys, and now I have no idea what it was. I was like, oh yeah. Now, I don't know. It'll come to me perhaps later. Hopefully just not too late. We go to see Tony Hinchcliffe. I don't really know how to say his last name. My husband wanted to go see him, so we're going to go see him on Saturday. He's a comedian, if you're not familiar. If you look him up, you'll be like, oh, it's that guy. I'm pretty sure he's the guy who made a really not nice comment about something one time, but I don't know. But my husband really likes him, and so we're gonna go see his thing. I hope it's not at a small little club. I hope it's like at a bigger club. Although I don't think he does like crowd work where you like pick out people in the audience and make fun of them. But I always get nervous when we go to like a small club when they have comedians because I'm always like, please, I don't want to sit anywhere near the front. I do not want to be the person that they pick out and nope, I will cry. Do not do that. So thankfully, we've only been to like a smaller club like once or twice, and we were kind of in the middle. So it was good. Hi, Just a Bee. How are you? I'm making a little voodoo doll today. I'm trying to decide if that was round 3. That had to be round 3. I gotta start using my thing, or my legs are gonna be different sizes. We'll have to compare them. All right, there we go. Ooh, wrist, don't you start aching because I will have to stop. I know what I can do. It's my glove. Nope, wrong glove. Arthur, you might be laying on my other glove. Let me see. Do you mind? Would you mind moving just a bit? Do you? I'm kind of feeling. I need to get my gloves under your butt, but you don't want me to move, do you? I really need it. I really kind of need it because mommy doesn't want to hurt her wristy. Come here. Yeah, thank you. Come here. Oh, is it wrapped up in this blanket somehow? I bet it is because no, I don't see it, buddy. I'm sorry I made you move for nothing. Where is it, bud? I don't know. We'll just wait a minute and exercise my wrist. I don't see it right this second. It should be around here though, but I got a feeling I fell asleep last night and it's somewhere around. It's that same spot. That's why I'm like, uh-oh. So we'll give it a minute. We'll chill. We'll drink some water. And then we'll go back to crocheting in a second if it feels better. Don't crochet through the pain. It's bad. You'll regret it. You may not be able to crochet for a long time if you crochet and it hurts. So, ow. Arthur, I swear I thought it was in here. Is it really still not in here? Or is it really just wrapped up good in this blanket? No. Well, that's my right-handed glove. I can't use it for my left hand. Didn't get under this blanket. Not under Ghosty. Well, shoot, I just don't know where it is, to be honest. Oh, wait, did it fall behind me on the cushion? Take this off. I don't want to hit the buttons. That's your tail. There's an Arthur tail. Oh, no, that's not it. Okay, well, no glove to be found at this current time. I was looking at my arms one day and I was like, why is my left arm bigger than my right arm? I swear it is. I need to ask another person because you would think I'm right-handed. And then I was like, is it swollen? You would think your right would be larger than your left, right? If you're right-handed. Arthur, do you remember what I was going to say earlier that I can't remember? Because I don't. I'm trying to think, Arthur. We'll see. We'll see in a minute. I worked on my hexie a little bit last night, but I still need to do a little more on it before I can put the halves together. So, but again, I'm sure it'll be done before Halloween. I just need to, I want it done sooner because I want to wear it for a little longer. All right, my wrist feels better. Thank God. Sometimes it just takes a minute and a little exercise. I should always warm up my wrist, but I don't always do that. I recommend it though. It's good. Always like roll them and like you can do finger taps and even just like moving your fingers, all that kind of stuff. It's good. It helps. It really does. Also, my tension is so tight that I think that's kind of what my problem is sometimes. My tension kind of makes my muscle hurt. All right, 5. Arthur, I wonder, I think arms are next. Yeah. Pretty much the same procedure, except, oh, they are only 6 around. So they will be a little finicky. And then it's the body, and then the head. Okay. I don't always make things in order, but when it's no-so, yes. Definitely go in order. So you're going to need all those pieces. So I guess, wait, Am I gonna sew the head on or crochet the head on? Oh, I guess the head is. I mean, okay. Have you guys had no sew patterns where it's like not really no sew, where you get to it and then it's like, oh yeah, by the way, you do need to sew on the head, or like you do need to sew on the head and the ears, and you're like, I thought it was no sew. Because they really should be called low sew, which I know is also a thing, but I swear they're listed sometimes as no sew, but they're not actually no sew. I think that's why I was thinking that, because I have definitely had that problem. Oh gosh. Apparently some guy is going to run 1 mile for every point that the Bears are behind this year, or they lose by this year. That'll be interesting. Instead of being sad when they lose, I'm going to run the miles they lose. Okay, that's what he said. Interesting. I mean, good for him. It's a healthy thing to do, right? But holy crap, that's some dedication there. I did run cross country for like a couple weeks. Whew. Man, that was rough. Me and the coach didn't really like, I don't know, I didn't like the coach, so I didn't like stick around, but I did practice and do all that for I don't even know how many weeks or months, and oh, Jesus. My mom picked me up from practice and she was like, I've never seen your face so red. I was like, I know. I just ran 3 miles without stopping. Never had, I don't think I'd ever done that, and at least not knowingly or intentionally, and definitely not without stopping. So he's going to get a great workout, right? That's what I'm saying. Because, man, whew, I know those 3 point whatever miles it is for cross country. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. When I was starting out, especially, like, I mean, it did get easier, of course, but whew, when you, because our coach just threw us into it. She didn't like train us, like work us up or anything. We were just like, used to running 1 mile in gym class or whatever. And that was kind of tough sometimes, let alone tripling that. They were like, oh my God. And she wouldn't let us drink any water, which I kind of understand, because her point was, well, you can't have water during your meets. So you better get used to it at practice. And I'm like, okay, that's great and all, but we're dying over here. Hi, thank you. Ah, my thing popped when I said that. It scared me. But thank you. I think it was my stitch counter. Thank you so much, Elisa. Alyssa. I'm gonna try to stick this little tail in here. And then 2 more rounds, and then we'll have both of our little legs. They're so cute and tiny. I wonder, it's going to be so tiny. I was almost thinking I might need embroidery floss to do the details, but no. I think regular yarn will be fine to sew on all these little stripes and spots and patches. All those things Voodoo Dolls have, I guess. I guess they have those because they've been used, right? Is that the idea? The little tears and rips and things. Oh. I saw another pattern that looked like the limbs were totally detached, except they were just kind of dangling on by some black thread, which was cool. But I don't know, I'd rather it be a little more secure. But it looked really neat. It was like a decoration or something. Tropical storm. Oh boy. Not coming anywhere near here yet. That's good. Oh, it's going to Bermuda. Oh boy, bless Bermuda. I never knew that Bermuda was like, I hate to say off the coast of North Carolina, but like, I mean, kinda. It's out way to the east. But I had no idea it was like up here. I thought it was down south. I don't know where I thought it was, but not there. And then one day I was like, wait, what? It's just over there. Bermuda's not even that far. All right. That is round 8, but I think I said I needed 9, right? Yes. Okay. Let me look at them, make sure. Definitely. Definitely need one more round. Bye. Bye, Sonia. I hope you have a good day if you're still here. Might have missed you. But thank you for coming. I appreciate it. I'm trying to get this through. I'm trying to wait. What am I doing? I'm not. No, no, no. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm trying to single crochet everything together. No, 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 no. Not yet. Not yet. One more round, Amy. One more round. I was just about to close it up. No heat. I like that the arms and legs aren't stuffed though. Less stuffing. That's good. Also, these are so tiny, I would have to get my tweezers out to stuff them, which is a good little tip. I use tweezers to help me stuff little pieces, but I kind of have to like roll the stuffing up a little bit and then grab it with the tweezers and then put it in there. Kind of fix it like that. All right, now I can single crochet everything together. And then check my legs. Whoops, one more stitch. And then make sure they are even. Can't be crooked. Although I suppose with a voodoo doll, it wouldn't. This would probably be a great thing for like beginners to make, because really, would it be the worst thing if one of your little arms and legs weren't exactly the same length? It's a voodoo doll. Like, it's been through some stuff, right? You know. I feel like it would be totally fine. But I'm gonna try my best, obviously. But I feel like for somebody that's like having trouble with that kind of thing, it still would be fine. That first stitch looks funny. It's too loose. There we go. Here we go. Arthur, you just a snooze, and that's all you did yesterday. We can take you outside for the walk after this. It's too pretty not to. Maybe we can get little one out there on his harness too, but not at the same time, because I don't like taking both of the animals out at the same time, just in case like another animal comes up. Then I have to like make a choice between who to grab first, and I don't. Not doing that. So we will go out one at a time, unless your dad is here. All right, perfect. They look the same length. We're just going to give us a little tail here. Oops. Oh. We have two little legs, two little fingers, as I'm calling them. Little fingers, get out of the way. You're going to go into this little bucket down here so that we know where you're at. Where did my stitch marker go? Darn it. Stitch marker. I can't lose you. Thank you. You're like one of my favorites. It's a pretty one. Here. Wait. You already probably know where it's from. It's from Making Meowgic's Etsy shop. You know, my little favorite Etsy shop. But you can't really tell, but it's got a bunch of chunky iridescent like glitters in there. It's a little star. It's so pretty. They're some of my favorite ones. And she, whatever little clasp she uses is, oh, it's a factory knot. Well, glad I found you now, factory knot. We are going to avoid you then. Where is my scissors? Arthur, where'd the scissors go, bud? They're in my lap. Good job, Amy. Okay. Into the trash pattern. Come back. These are going to be a little more finicky because they are smaller, but that's okay. They're also shorter, so they'll be faster. Bye. Aw, bye, Magic Frog. I'm so glad that you came by. So we met the other night. Let's see. Glad you were able to come by. Let me put this in here. See, I don't even know what time it is. 1. Okay, almost. 2. 3. So I wonder. Yeah, 4. 5. I have to actually, now that I'm thinking about it. 6. I was gonna say, I wonder if I could, but no, I gotta do. I'm gonna have to start on the body in a minute, probably. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because there's no other part to work on. Everything else is all together. All right. Now let's see. Here comes the tight little finicky part. Crochet gods, help me out, please. There we go. I thought it was interesting in the pumpkin pattern that I did that you didn't have to like go for the stem, for example. You didn't have to go through the front loops only or back loops only or whatever to make like a edge. You just kept crocheting, and I don't understand like normal like. Well, I do understand, but I don't understand why it goes down all of a sudden. I guess it just does. You don't have to do a front or back loop only when you're just continuing with the same number of stitches. It just automatically stays that same size, I guess. I guess it does make sense. I just had to talk it out. Just had to talk about it. You know, nothing makes sense sometimes, and then you say it out loud, and you're like, oh, wait, never mind. Oh, you're still here. You're here too. Helping a friend apply for Walmart. Ooh, there you go. Getting your buddy a job. Mac's always doing that. He used to always do that anyway at Enterprise. We are working on this little guy today, a little voodoo doll, except mine is going to be very tiny because I'm going to make it with acrylic first, and then I'm going to go back and probably make it out of parfait chunky because I do have one skein of, I think it's like mushroom. There's toffee, mushroom, one of those colors. And I think that it will work really well. Let's see. Oops, wrong part of the pattern. I was like, I'm confused because I was on the wrong part. All right, I just need to keep track of my rounds, not my stitches. Okay. 2. And like I said, I need to look around and see if I have a button or if I need to purchase some buttons for his little eyeballs. Because I don't know if I have any buttons. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or I could use a safety eye, but I feel like the button would add a lot if I just waited to get a button. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know? And then again, like I said, if I use one safety eye of one size, then I'm going to feel like, and it would be a plain black one, but I'm going to feel like I'm going to need to make 2 because who's going to want like one random safety eye laying around? I don't want to have one extra at the end of my set. So I would probably just make 2 at that point. But if I don't know. I don't know. But they're going to be cute either way. But I think the button would really make it look even cuter than a safety eye, black safety eye. Even though the button is black, I don't know, it's just something about a button. But I'd probably sew the button on with a different colored thread though, so that you can still tell it's a button and see the holes. Because there's like you can kind of, you only see the hole when you like really zoom in. It's still black completely. I hope mine you can really tell like it's a button. Gotta flip this little piece inside out, or right side out, whichever's the right turn. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. There we go. Okay. That should have been 2. Now I'm on round 3. Okay. Drop the stitch marker. My husband always is like, "Are you okay? Are you mad?" Because I'll like just drop my stitch marker, and it sounds kind of loud and aggressive. And I'm like, "No, I'm fine. I just want it out of my way." Hi, Dressum Chick. I'm good. I'm working on a really cute little voodoo doll today. How are you doing? 1. Still flipping the other way. I'll flip it again in a second. If not, I'll get a little tool to help me or something to help me flip it. Sometimes I use the bottom of my crochet hook. Sometimes that's a little too soft, I guess, the rubber. I also have to use a 5mm hook with the other yarn, and I need to get a clover one because I don't like the 5mm hook that I have, really. I'll use it, but I don't like to use it. It has no handle or anything. Aw, you're doing okay. Pinched nerve. Oh no, that can be really bad. I know my mother has that, and she's had all kinds of. She's got one of those little. I'm not even sure what they're called, But one of those, she's got some other back things, so this may not be for that particular part. She gets those shots and things, and then she also has like a little packing back near her spine that can send out like electrical signals, and it's supposed to help with the pain. And she has like a little like device that she can turn the electrical signals up or down or whatever. Um, so yeah, I know a little bit about that kind of stuff. I'm sorry, I know that is not a fun thing, and I know not a lot of things can help it, right? Ugh. I think my husband has a little bit of one as well, but it's not too bad. I got to get an MRI done on my hips, and I'm like, I think it's an MRI, something like that, on my hips, and I'm like, I need to though, because they do bother me a lot. I'm just so young to have like hip problems, but still. All right, there we go, flipped. Couldn't get it flipped the right way. It's so tiny. I wish I had that. Well, I'll be honest, just some chick, it helps, but like not a lot. The thing that she has, I think I can't remember if mom was like, can't remember if she was kind of. I hate to say an experiment. I don't think she was really an experiment. I don't know. It's just I've heard also negative things about those because I heard one time that they had put them in people and they did not work. And so I was like, oh, cool. And so I got a little worried for my mom, and I thought, well, oh my gosh, what if they do that to her and they give her one that doesn't work? And, she went through that for nothing. But she says that when it gets turned up too high, that she can kind of feel, I don't know how to explain what she said it felt like, but she can kind of feel it. And not that it hurts, but almost kind of, it's like uncomfortable, I guess, when the machine gets turned up too high. Um, and it does help somewhat, but I don't know that it helps a ton. I think her nerve pain and stuff mostly is associated with her like lower body and legs and stuff. So I'm not sure if it would be similar for the upper body, but yeah, but it is definitely a thing. And she gets all the shots and stuff. She gets a shot, I don't know how often in her back, but every few months, I think. I think she's got a few, like the pinched nerves, and then like some discs are out of place or something. Let's see. All right, so I just need to keep going around till I get to round 7. Gonna be a teeny tiny little arm. Yeah, he really is gonna be like almost like a keychain, kind of a big keychain, but I feel like that's what he's gonna be like. Wonder how big his head's gonna be. I don't know. But yeah, I haven't posted the picture of the ghost yet because I haven't decided if he's worthy of those beautiful eyes or not. But once I decide, I'll figure it out. And then this, as soon as I get a button, I will do that. Post pictures of it. But I gotta make sure I have a little button. This one's gonna need a tiny little button. I think the other one says it needs about a 15 millimeter button. So. There are too many people here that love the Halloween though. It is nearly fall. It is almost fall actually. It is only about 3 or 4 days away. And I love the spooky season, so I keep my decorations up for 2 whole months, September and October, because I love them way too much to only have them up for just September, the end of September and October. That is not enough for me. Let's see. Let's see. Pinched nerve in your neck. It messes with your right arm. Muscle spasms are the worst. Oh no. Oh gosh. I bet. Oh no. That does sound awful. I can't imagine. And I'm sure, I would assume anyway, that the spasms are kind of random, and you don't know when it's going to happen, right? So that's no fun, I know. I've been having little tremors, which could be associated with the medication that I take, which I'm starting to think that it is, which is really good. Because if it is the medication, it's fine. Nothing needs to be done about it. But if it's not the medication, then I do need to get an MRI. But they're really random, and I just start like shaking and stuff. And so I know like anything with your hands, and let alone the pain, anything with your hands and doing things that you can't control is like very frustrating. And like the other day, I was trying to get ready, and it started happening, and that's why I think maybe it is my medication because it was happening so early in the morning after I had taken it. And I was trying to get ready, and I could not get ready because my hands were just shaking. I was like, "What the heck?" I was like, I can't put on eyeliner right now. That's not happening. Not unless I want it all up to my eyebrow." Several problems like that have changed. Oh yes. Started Botox in the neck also. Oh wow. I hope that that helps. I've done that. I suggest you definitely get that done. Yeah. Crochet stall. I'm not sure what a crochet project. I'm not sure what a crochet stall is. Some meds actually cause long-term problems. Yeah, I hope this. I need to look into it a little bit, but I think it's because it has like a stimulant, and I think it's the stimulant in there that's affecting me for my ADHD. But it was just scary because it was happening randomly, and I didn't know what was going on, and I was like, "Am I getting like some, something really bad, like early signs of some really bad thing?" Um, but I don't know. The other morning when it happened, it made me really think maybe it is just the meds. So hopefully that'll be the case. I like took a video and showed my doctor like my hand shaking so that she could see it because she was like, "Oh yeah, I see." But it's so frustrating. My knees used to do that sometimes, but that was definitely nerves. I hated that. Gosh, my knees would shake when I'd get nervous. God, that is the worst. Couldn't I couldn't hardly stand up. Baby octos, they do. That is true. I'm trying to think what else does go fast. Let's see. Little baby octopus, little baby jellyfish, little. It depends on what you're looking for, but even like a little tiny ghost or a little. I wouldn't necessarily say pumpkin because they might take a minute, but a ghost definitely can work up kind of quickly because you just kind of make a little shell. Um, but if something else not holiday related, what else is fast? Little aren't there little coasters and things? A flower, like a crochet rose, works up pretty fast for me, like 30 minutes or so, um, at most, and stuff like that. Let's see. Is this row 7? Yeah, this will be row 7. Okay. I believe. I don't think I hit my thing, did I? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7. Oh, thank you. Hi, Lydia. I do, MJ. I do. I do. I have and I have a spider on this thumb, but it's hard to see. It just looks like a black dot to you guys probably, but there's a spider. I have some more I need to put on there. I had my fake ones on, but I finally took those off, and now I was like, let me paint them because they look a little rough from all the fake nails I've been wearing. Yes, that's right. Lots of flowers do work up really fast, and they're always a good thing. Everybody always appreciates flower, right? Pretty much, unless you just really hate flowers, like who's gonna be sad about getting a flower? Especially if it's like their favorite color or something. If you can't make like their favorite flower, then just make like their favorite color. But those crochet roses that I usually make are really really fast. All right, so that should be row 7. Let me look at him compared to the. Oh wait, they're down here. The leg. Aww, the little leg, the little arm. It is so cute. Aww. All right, I think I gotta crochet it together, right? Yeah. Get the little tail out of the way. Tail. It's so tiny. Aww. I love it. I didn't think about it being so tiny, but man, it's gonna be cute. I don't know what I'm gonna do with him. I don't know. I'll think of something. Oh, that would be. Oh, that would be cool. Wonder. Ooh, I don't know. It might depend on how big that little witch turns out. That I have. If I do that little witch. Ooh, I think I have a good color for her. I think, and I've got purple. I've got black. I think I've got all the colors I need for her. Where's the first stitch? Here it is. Yeah, you can't get in there. There we go. I think I got in there in the right spot. Yeah. First, second, and last one. So I can get under both stitches. Okay, maybe not. There we go. There we go. Little arms all done. Little tail. Yep. Ooh, a bunch of granny squares. You have to sit and do nothing for 8 hours. Oh no. Yeah, that's no fun. Definitely bring you things to do if you can. Plenty of options and yarns and things. All right, let's see. Little arm go down here. Let's make one more little arm, and then we can start on his little body. I wonder how big his little belly's gonna be. Oops, stitch counter came off. Come on, buddy. I know you're a little used and abused, but you can work better than that. I have 3 stitch counters, but for some reason I like this one the best. Even though 2 of them are the same, just different colors. This one just fits better. All right. Stitch marker? Not again. Not again. Oh, I heard you. There you are. Okay. I need my little magnetic thing. Here we go. The magnetic holder thing. I'm mad they have a light purple one now. I want that one, but I don't need it. I already have one. Okay. The thing is helpful though, because it will hold my stitch markers and my needles. It's a little needle minder thing. You can get them everywhere, and you can even get like pins to stick to your shirt to hold your needle, but that one just sits around. But it's helpful if you like to work on the couch and stuff so you don't lose your needle. You've already made like 20 granny squares. You could make something with the squares. You could make bags or tiny blankies or a scarf, or maybe not a scarf because it'd be kind of holy, but you know, there are things you can make with granny squares if you just want to put your granny squares together. You're working on Granny Square 20. That is funny. Hi, Life with Paige. You finished your Granny Square blanket after 2 months or a couple months. Yeah, they take a while, I bet. I can imagine. Because I've never actually made a Granny Square project unless you consider something like a Hexie cardigan a Granny Square project. But I don't because it's kind of different. I have only ever made like continuous granny squares that were large, or I have made a bunch of them and then never put them together because I never finished making them. But I was going to make a cardigan, but that was before I discovered Hexie cardigans and how much I like those. So now putting all those like 40 or 50, however many squares it was together to make that cardigan seems very daunting to me. And so I have never actually finished it. It's kind of one of those things I worked on when I didn't have other projects going on before I did YouTube, and now I'm always got something going on. So I never have gone back to it, I feel like. The little bags of throw blanket. Oh, that would be cute. When you first started, you hated granny squares. I bet. Because I didn't learn granny squares until a little bit into my journey. I'm sure if I had started with them, I wouldn't. Because I remember hearing, I think her name is Elise Myers. She's like a content creator, and she said people are going to tell you when you want to learn crochet, they're going to say learn with a granny square because you're going to learn all the stitches and you're going to learn the single crochet and the double crochet and the and you did it. No, do not start that way. You're going to get frustrated, you know. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense to me. I can see how it would be very frustrating if you're like very new and trying to like learn you know, to do all the different things. And I can see that would not be fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? I got 6 stitches, or yeah, that was my first stitch. So I just need to reset my counter and go around. This is on 2. Okay, here we go. Just need to go up to 7. Did I tie a little knot yet? No, let me tie my little knot in the back, and then I'm all good to move on. I'm curious how the arms and legs are going to line up, or if I'm going to have to move them around a lot, but because of this yarn, but we'll see. But a lot of no-sew patterns are the ones that I've seen are like that, because your tension could be different than theirs, and so you may have to change where you put the arms at. Oops. But as long as you, if it says like 4 stitches or whatever in between the arms and legs or whichever it is, then as long as you keep those however many stitches in between, you should be good. Yeah. Let's see. Where's, let's see. Squares. Nothing but squares. Oh no. So annoying. $30 bunny first. That one I'm selling. Oh, you are? That is big. Oh, medium. I thought, whoa, I read that wrong. I was like 20 inches. I was like, that's huge. $20. That's what I read. Oh, me. Let's see. I'm trying to make sure I get this in here. There we go. I got it. I have a giant bunny I need to sew together, actually. I just remembered that from last Easter. And he the thing was, I was making one to sell, and I tried one pattern and it turned out really big, so I switched to a different pattern, and that one, because I was doing it in a time crunch, I never sewed together. So I should at some point when that comes back around. Pretty sure, I don't even know where it's at. Didn't get rid of it, did I? I'm sure it's got to be upstairs with the Easter stuff, I would imagine. I hope. Diamond painting. The wolf, butterfly, flowers. Ooh, MJ, that sounds pretty. I've been noticing they've like had more stuff like that. Like I noticed they had diamond art Christmas cards the other day when I went, and they caught my eye because they had like holographic packaging on them, and I was like, "Oh, what's this?" And they were actually really cute, but I was kind of in a rush and I didn't really look, but I was trying to figure out, like, is it one card in there? Like, how many cards? I think it's just one. I didn't know if it was like a set or something, you know, but I think it's just one card in there, but they were cute. And they have had more stuff like that. There was one I wanted one time, but I already have one that I want to finish before I get another one. It's 3 canvases as well, except mine's like a outdoor scene. I can't remember. There was one I really wanted. It's like a sunset, like a tropical sunset or just a sunset. And it's got like orange and pink and yellow in it. And I really wanted that one, but I wanted to do one first to like practice before I did the one that I would love to hang in like a craft room one day. So I have never done it, but I would like to. And Chris gave me one that I really want to do for Christmas, and I wanted to do this year, and I just don't think I'm going to have time. But hopefully maybe next year I'll have a good place to do it and I can sit it out, because I don't want to have to move it after I get it set up. But she gave me a really pretty not snowman, Santa, and I really would love to do that. It looks like it will be beautiful. And so I need to get it out and lay it flat because it's rolled, and so I need to have it laying flat anyway. That way when I'm ready to do it, it'll be ready to go. That's a good idea. I should do that. Find something really big and flat to lay on top of it to flatten it back out. And then college, you're 15, and they're having a sale at school for the last day. You're in New Zealand, and today is Friday, and the next day is the holiday, so you have 2 weeks off. Ooh, yay! That is good. I hope you enjoy your time off. That'll be good. It's always good to have a little break from school, although sometimes I felt like I would forget what we learned. Definitely over summer, I felt like I would forget a lot, and then it would slowly come back to me. All right, what are we on? 4 out of 7? Okay, we're halfway done with this. I know I'm slow, but it's because it's so tiny. I'm talking. I swear I'm so much faster when I'm not talking on here. All right. Last one here. If I can get it. Get some more yarn. Sorry, I need some water too. Try to finish this before I get my water. I'm thinking. I looked at some spiderweb things, but I didn't have time to like listen to the spiderweb videos before my husband got home, and then me and my husband were talking, so I didn't um, watch them after that. But I'm still interested in making like a spiderweb garland or something, so I might still do that. Lord, when fall ends, I'm gonna just be out of ideas. No, it'll be Christmas. Christmas ideas. Here we go. Okay, maybe I will need to get my water now. Oh, you're welcome, Nick. I hope you have a good day as well. Have fun. Hey, Lady Bird, how are you doing? I was talking about you earlier. I was saying that I was going to be to blame if your pumpkin didn't turn out well, but thankfully it turned out well. So, haha. Can I get the credit then? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. It looked cute. It was very cute. That's funny though. I didn't think of that till I said it, but I thought that was funny. I want the credit. Should have said that yesterday, darn it. Missed opportunity. Missed opportunity. I am making a little voodoo doll today. It's going to be very tiny and cute because I'm using acrylic instead of plush yarn, but I plan on making a plush one too. So, turned out quite well. I tweaked it a bit. Yes, yes. Your first ever, I know. How exciting. It is always exciting to do something like that for the first time. It's like, I can do it. I felt that way when I made my first cardigan. I was like, I can freaking make clothes. I can wear something I made. How cool is that? Oh, because I never thought I could make clothes. I thought that was just, no, I did not think it would happen. So I was so excited. All right, let me cut this little tail out. It's in my way. Get gone, buddy. Long enough. Yeah. Good thing I didn't cut the wrong string. That would suck. All right, one more round, and then we'll have both little arms, and we can start building his little body. So demanding. Next to be wanting commission. Yeah, can I get a cut? Just kidding. Never, never, never. That's funny though. So I want all the credits and all the things. No, you did great though. You did absolutely wonderful. I had a good time being there. I was glad I was there. And you helped keep me awake that morning for sure because I was kind of dragging. So being there helped keep me on task. All right, let's see. There we go. Whoops, nope. Only this one. Thank you. I'm trying to crochet through everything. Right, now we can crochet through everything and close it up. It better be the same length, you arms. Better not tell me I hit the buttons wrong. There we go. We'll check you before we cut your string. How about that? There we go. Tension was loose on that stitch. Something's not right here. Hold on. Oh, it's in the first one and the third one. It needs to go in the first one and the second one. I don't know why I have such hard time getting in the first two when I'm single crocheting a piece together like this. There we go. I guess, again, tension's tight. on. Gotta think what to make in the next one. I want something a little more unique. I wonder what you could do. I have seen the most unique pumpkin I have seen was a plaid pumpkin. It's on that same website, Crochet and 365 and knit2.com, but they had a plaid pumpkin on there. And to me, I just thought, wow, that is a lot of color changing, but it was really unique looking. I've never seen another crocheted plaid pumpkin, but that's about the most unique looking pumpkin I have seen. So I'm curious to see what you will do. Oh, no more pumpkins. Something else. Something else. Ooh, well, I'm curious to see. I'm curious to see. I will have to stay tuned. There we go. Now we got them crocheted together. Snippy, snippy. I missed the string the first time there. All right, there we go. Now, arms and legs. Let me compare my little arms and make sure they look good together. Yeah, I'm happy with those. All right, 2 little arms. 2 little tiny arms. 2 little tiny legs. Now, okay, time for the body. Get some water. Take a little break. Oh, a small, not teeny something. Ooh. Ooh. Well, I'm keen to find out what it is. I'm sure it will be lovely, whatever it is. Won't it, Arthur? Yes, you roll over. Yeah. Kitty's still sleeping by the window. Yes, good. But I'm sure it'll be great, whatever it is. Yeah. Everybody's making such cool stuff, man. Love it. All right, stitch marker. Every time I'm like, where'd the stitch marker go? Here it is. Where did that go? There it is. Okay, cool. That is so weird still. Oh, maybe? Wait, maybe it's a different arena. Oh, okay. Well, that would make more sense. Okay. Ah, dropping stuff. I think it said 8 stitches. I gotta check. But ages to think. That's 13 days away. Ah, there you go. See? Lots of time to plan. That's good. Little time, not too much time. Just right. Because if it was like 30 days, I'd change my mind like 100 times. Clear my counter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, oops, 8. Don't turn off, iPad. Nobody told you to turn off. Round 2. All right, let's see. I'm trying to think. I need to go over to my parents tomorrow and help them with some stuff. Try to do that. So I had to go to work today because I was like, I didn't even hear back from my patient because usually I contact her and I hear back and then I show up. Nope, didn't even hear back. I was just like, I'm showing up because I gotta go today. No other option. So I woke up my patient this morning. Got there and I heard her moaning and groaning. I was like, oh, she's up. Said, good. I actually talked to her husband. He got her up right before I got there. But Oh, don't cramp on me. Okay, thank you. Got a cramp. An ice cream. Ooh. That's so cute. See, there's so many different ways to do stuff like that too, you know? Because you can make like a pointy cone, you can make like one of those other cones with like the flat bottoms, you can make like an ice cream cup thing, you can, there's just so many options. I don't think I was doing increases, so let me go back. But there are so many options, so many different colors you can do. Even like Frizzy puts like ice cream on like her little loaf kitties and things, which I think is cute, like a little ice cream cone upside down on the little cats. There's so many things you can do with even just ice cream. Aw, chicken, chicken. What? Chicken? I have made one chicken once. I should make more, but I've only ever made one. Because I used to have chickens when I was living with my parents. I did have chickens. And he still has chickens, my dad and mom. Still can hear him from here. You want to make a Maybell chicken so bad? I don't know. I guess that's what I made. I think that's what I made. It was like the little rounded. They're really not bad. I can't remember. There's like one little kind of tricky or annoying thing, but no, it wasn't bad at all. And I had to get like a special color. I remember for the beak because I didn't have the right color. Yeah, the loaf cat. That's what I mean. The loaf cat. Yeah, she makes the loaf cat with the ice cream. Frizzy does on the head. Right, let me tie this little knot again in the back so we don't have our magic ring come open. And then I think it says that we attach the legs on like the third round. So we're going to at least get these legs attached. And I'd imagine we'll get somewhere up his belly before I get off of here. I'm hoping anyway. Well, we're definitely going to get his legs on. The legs aren't going to be as big of a deal with their placement as the arms because you got to make sure that they're together and even. What round am I on? I don't think I'm on round 2. Am I on round 2? No, I am. This is round 2, but it doesn't look like round 2 because it's like 16 stitches to me. It looks bigger. Okay, no, round 3. Okay. I'm trying to remember not to say it all out loud because it is a paid pattern. One. Not that I think anybody would really have the patience to go back through and listen to me to hear just the pattern. But just in case, I feel like, gotta be respectful. We don't want to be sharing the pattern. Oh, Marlo has a maple chicken you want to try. Ooh, Oak and Marlo. I don't know if I've ever heard of them before. I don't think so. Not right offhand anyway. I can't like remember. 2, 3. Aw, I want to make a loaf cat, but I also like don't ever know what color I want to make it. I mean, I know I could make a white one. I know I could make a black one. But I've always felt like I wanted to make like an orange one or something. I've never had like the right color. I don't know what I want to do. One day it would be cool to make a tuxedo kitty though, since I do have one now. I think that would be cool. But I don't know if there's like there probably is like a loaf pattern with a tuxedo, right? 2, 3. Wait a minute, did I do something wrong? My count seems incorrect somehow. Let's see. Did I forget to increase in the last round? All right, so it's 1. No, they all have increases. I see them all with increases. Okay. Unless that one doesn't. No, it does. Okay, let's just start over, I guess. 1, 2, 3. Literally any color, right? I know I should just make one. I have to just think about it because I should. They are cute, and I'm a kitty lover, so always have been. 2, 3. Ever since I was little and we got the first kitty that showed up at our house, I have loved him. Oh, I hear you shaking your little head over there now, little one. You waking up? Hey, bud. Probably gonna go back to sleep. 2, 3. You like making them weird colors? Ooh, I bet though. I bet. Oh, I've seen so many pretty Halloweeny safety eyes. I haven't gotten any, but I've seen some. The orange ones that I've seen with like a green, they're like an orange color, but then they have a glitter in there that shines like green when it hits the light. Ooh, gorgeous. I've seen like 2 different shop owners have those. They're beautiful. I don't know what that glitter is, but it's like, it must be like an orange with a green reflect or something. Because you don't really see the glitter that much until it turns green. When it's orange, you don't really see it. All right, now do we need to grab the little legs? Yeah, we'll attach the legs in the next round. Okay, well, that's an arm. That's an arm. Put the arms together right here. These legs. Yes, I agree. But to try to find some. Yes. As I make for a mushroom guy. Oh, MJ, you got to show me a picture. I want to see those eyes. I know I can't wait to try to do that as well. I just have always put it off because number one, I'm always like, well, I don't know I don't want to buy like too many. And I don't know what size. Like if I wanted to just get one set, would I get 15 millimeters? Would I get 20 millimeters? Like a blank safety eyes. I'm not sure which size to get. So that's why I'm always like, meh, because I don't want to have to buy like all the sizes at one time. But I guess I could just pick her size and do it. But it would be so much fun because I love painting stuff and doing stuff like that. Like I literally used to take lighters and paint them with nail polish and then clear coat all over them. And like, I mean, I used to paint anything I could find. I would paint with stuff, and glitter, And so I would absolutely love it, I'm sure. All right. Body pattern, what are you telling me to do now? 3, attach. Okay. Well, that's what we're going to do. Like I said, it doesn't matter as much about the legs. I may not have to move those so much. 1, 2, 3. And we'll need a leg. I'd only need, ooh. See, there you go. I like those off. I used not to like the off-center eyes like this. Like the kawaii style where the pupil is over here instead of in the center. But now I really like these. I used not to, but now I do. I don't know what it was at first about them. I guess because they were different and I just wasn't used to it. I was like, I don't know about those. And now I really do like those a lot. It's like the resin method. Get started, continue. There you go. That's right. See, I know I would love doing that because it would be similar in a way to what I used to do with those lighters. I feel like because I painted those all the time. 1, oh yeah, 2, 3. I forgot it was 3 stitches. And then I'm assuming I think there's 4 in the leg, so crochet through the leg. I forget which way I like to do this. It's been a minute. This way. Okay. I was like, I usually like to crochet it on a certain way when it's already closed like this. I think it's this way with the tail on that side. All right, through here and through here. I hear something outside. Single crochet together. It might just be my dad on the 4-wheeler going to see my grandpa. 2. Oh, I went right through both of the stitches I needed. Perfect. 3. If we'll go through this last one, we'll be happy. 4. Perfect. Throw my little tail away over here. Plus, it's cheaper to make your own safety eyes, right? I know, because they do get expensive, especially when you have to pay shipping. Like, it's the shipping that really kills me. Because if I wanted two different sets of eyes from two different shops, I got to pay like $10, $15 in shipping to get them here. And I'm like, I could have bought a lot more eyes with that, you know? Um, but, and I still will buy some, but, because I just love, her shop so much, Making Magic Shop. I'll definitely still buy from her and stuff, but I do want to make some. I think it would be fun. Might have to buy some from MJ if she's making pretty orange and yellow glitter ones. All right, let's see. I still got to use some of those. I just haven't been making many amigurumi, so I haven't had a chance to use them yet. But hopefully soon, since I'm making more, I will be able to use some of the ones that you did make me. Attach the leg, and now I need 6 more stitches. Okay, I can do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. This looks weird right now. 6, because it's this weird, like, fleshy color, and there's only one leg sticking out. It looks a little phallic. All right, but we're gonna put the other leg on now, so it's fine. Put this one in. Ah, come on, bud. Again, that first stitch. All right, there we go. Perfect. Now, come on. You can. There you go. Don't get stuck on me. 2. You go window eye shopping, right? I know. I love doing that. I'll do that a lot. Sometimes I'll like put things in my cart. I'll never come back for them. Sometimes, but most of the time I don't come back. But I do like to look around. Oh, look at his little legs. They look crazy. I'm trying to straighten them out, but it's hard to hold it straight. But I swear they're straight. I swear they're straight. I don't know. I want to see him with his little eye, but I don't have any eyes yet. I may have to wait for a couple days to get the buttons because I don't know if we're going shopping on Saturday like we normally do. Let's see. Okay, that was the 6. That was the other leg, and now I just need 3 more. Yeah, cool. Oh, I thought it said begin stuffing. I was like, what am I stuffing? That's after the next little part. I was like, there's nothing to stuff right now. I'd be stuffing this little non-existent butt. And it's, as I said, non-existent. I'm going to trim these because I don't want all this extra stuff in my way. All right. Now, 5 through 8. Is that what I'm on? Yeah. 5. Oh, I like this. Just single crocheting around. Ooh, okay, cool. I love that. That's my favorite. Just some good old singles or double crochets. Oh, yeah. I guess I can work on that on the way to the comedy show, my cardigan. If I don't finish it before then, I can work on it then. Also need to look at the weather to figure out what I can wear to the comedy show. Sometimes it's like chilly at night. And I don't like having to walk like from downtown, and I don't have like enough layers on if it is chilly. It's no fun. I think it said 4 rounds of this, right? I got around 9, 8. Just kidding. Well, not my eyes, obviously. Little buttons could be your eyes. Yes, that's right, little buttons. Well, not your eyes. Yes, not yours. That would probably not be very functional. Yeah. However, for a plushie, absolutely. Especially if it's not for like a child. Like, heck yeah. Button away. I'm excited for these. I just, like I said, I don't think I own any buttons, which I've always like, I always see those like random assortments of buttons, and I'm always like, that's cool. I don't know why I want those, but I do, and I never have bought. I might actually get to buy those random assortments of buttons that I've always wanted. I swear, ever since I was a child, I'd see those like random jars of buttons they have that you can get, and I would want that. And I don't know why I would want that, but I just did. And I never would get it, but now maybe I have a use for the random buttons. I can finally get my buttons. It was but a dream, but now it's a reality. Yay, I get to have random assortments of buttons. I also really want buttons to fix this. Hold on. I thrifted this, and my husband calls it my teacher cardigan. I mean, he's not wrong. It does make me look like a teacher or something. But where's the buttons? Wrong side. But it's just a white cardigan or whatever. But it has these like pearly kind of buttons on it. But I just think it would be really cool with some kind of fun buttons on it. I mean, it's white. I could put whatever the heck I want to on it, right? So I want to find some really cool buttons to put on there. And I've been looking when I went to like Joann's, and I think I looked at Hobby Lobby and some other place. I need to keep looking. I haven't found the right buttons yet. And they're pretty good size, but I want to replace them with something fun. So I had about 20,000 buttons. Oh my gosh. Wow. You've always loved buttons. Yes, she did. She did have buttons for eyes. Yes. Oh, you've always loved the buttons too. Got about 20,000 buttons just sat there and doing what I want to do. Nothing. Oh, yeah. I forgot. I think I got the cardigan, and it's not like the softest material is the only thing about it. Like it is a little, but it's like more like if somebody else touches you while I'm wearing it, it doesn't bother me. It is an acrylic thing, but yeah, low wash, warm, tumble dry. But I got it at the thrift store when I was looking for a sweater to crochet onto. I found that too, and I was like, I've always wanted one of these. Let me get it. And I think I paid like, I don't know. I think I got 3 shirts for $30, so I probably paid like $10 for it at the Goodwill. But I had always wanted one, so okay, there we go. I don't know what happened. I don't know if I got a phone call. I thought I was on Do Not Disturb. I don't know. Not sure what's happening. Hey, Amy, internet is working really bad. You keep lagging for me. Oh, I was frozen there. Definitely. I don't know what happened there. Oh, you have a friend named Khadija. She just started crocheting. Aw, how sweet. Aw, hey, Pets World. Hope you're having a good day. If you can hear me, though. All right, let's see. What am I on? 6 out of? Oh yeah, 8. I'm making a little voodoo doll. He's gonna be the tiniest, the cutest little voodoo doll. At least that's what I'm gonna tell myself until he comes to fruition, and then we'll see what he looks like in real life. 7. All right, so I think I'm gonna. Oh man, I'm gonna be so close, but I also don't want to stay on that long. So I think I am gonna go in a few minutes, but we will definitely be revisiting and showing off the little guy when he's done. Yes, that's right. Hey, at least you got a buddy, right? Always good. Always good. I gotta find one. I've determined one day I will find my crochet pal that lives. I'm hoping less than 45 minutes away, and that we can do all the things together. Because right now, I mean, technically, my friend that I do have does know how to crochet. However, she does live over 4 hours away, so that presents a problem. She's also a very busy artist and mother, so I need a local friend. She was local, but she moved. So I need another local friend to crochet with. because I want to start like a meeting and do all the things, but I want a buddy to do it with. I'm too nervous to like, and too, which may be hard to believe because I talk a lot, but I am very, very shy, like painfully shy to new people. Like people sometimes think I'm standoffish because I'm so shy. And if I don't know you, I'm very shy. But once I get to know you and I'm comfortable with you, like I'm comfortable with you, then, I'm good. But before that, I'm a very shy person. And especially those of you that have been here a long time will know that and understand because you have seen me from the beginning to now, and you can tell the difference in the way that I was when I very first started to the way that I am now. And you can tell I'm a lot more comfortable, right? Well, same thing there. And so it just makes things difficult to like meet people or make friends. But I'm trying. But I just gotta get my close person to do meetings. Oh, that was my point. Like doing meetings and stuff. I feel like if I had somebody there with me, I could do it. I could get up in front of the meeting and be like, okay, welcome everybody. I could do it. But if I don't have somebody there with me that I know, not happening. Too shy. She was one of the associates of your old store. She texted me and told me she crochets now. Oh, that's so exciting. Aw. My closest friend who's woolly. Oh, it's a 3-hour train ride. Yeah. Very sexy. People think I'm stuck up, and that's not at all. I know, MJ. Same. Same. People can take it the wrong way when you're quiet. They really can. And I hate that because it's not that at all. It's just that I'm very quiet and I have a lot of anxiety and stuff like that. So it's never the person or anything, like it's always just like I'm anxious or whatever. And I hate that it comes off that way to people, but I know it does. And so I try to really like not be that way, but it's hard. But I also just try to like really, when I do finally talk, try to be really nice and really smiley and really friendly, not overly, but make sure that they know that that wasn't the case. I'm not that way, because I don't want people to think that that's how I am, because I'm really not. I'm very much so the opposite. I'm just a shy bird until you get to know me. Because, like I literally told you guys, people put quiet next to me. There was like a thing in our yearbook, and I got most unique and something else, and then, which I was really happy with. I liked having most unique. And then they wrote like 4 words beside us, and they put like, I can't remember the other ones, but it was original, quiet, and 2 other, I don't know, dancer or something else. I was like, quiet? I am not quiet. I didn't get voted quietest. I was almost scared I was going to get voted quietest by people that didn't know me that well, but thankfully enough people knew me that they weren't going to vote me that. But I did get it beside my name, and I was like, well, why? I guess, and I was like, well, I guess those people in the journalism club didn't necessarily know that I wasn't quiet. They didn't see me much, so they just thought I was very quiet. But it's just how it is. You're an introvert. One person, no problem. Any more than that, I'm a clam. Even if I know everyone, yeah. I can relate. I feel like one person, even if it's a new person, I can still be nervous, but I'm still better. Yeah, still definitely better than when it's more. Oh, when you meet someone, you always say I'm extremely shy and awkward. Oh, I've just played awkward. Oh, I was gonna say, just you. I was thinking that the other day, Ladybird. Do you mind, or would you prefer me to call you Khadijah? It doesn't matter to me. But I honestly didn't know your name until the other day when I was in the chat with you. And then I said, "Oh, okay, that's her name." And then you guys were talking about Lisa, and then Khadijah, and then I was like, but she goes by Khadijah. Okay, so it's Khadijah. I was trying to get it straight. Okay, Ladybird. All right, that'll be fine with me. I was just checking. I assume, and then if I ever do say anybody's stuff wrong, please do correct me. Correct me if I'm saying your stuff wrong. But I try to go by what most people's name is, but then on occasion, I do happen to like say their names. But I like Ladybird. It's a fun name. I like it. All right. Let's see how his little body's coming along. Here, take this out. Tuck these little tails in here so we don't have to look at them. Oh, he is really going to be a tiny little fella. I know I keep saying it, but look, I can't imagine he's going to be much taller than this, you know? Oh, because that's about half of his little belly. He's a cutie so far. Are you going to be able to sit with your legs like this? No. Well, I guess I could bend him a little. I wish he sat down is the only thing. It's just the way the legs are crocheted on like this. They don't want to like sit super well. You're going to have to be doing a split. Because I want him to be able to like sit somewhere, I feel like. Maybe I can fold him up just right where he can sit. Because I want him to sit. There we go. I think I can sort of make him sit. That's going to be cute. Ugh. All right, so we'll stay on for about 5 more minutes or so. And then we're going to go. We'll probably get one more round in here. But I'm thankful for you guys for being here today while I did my little fly by the seat of my pants experimental pattern. Because like I said, I usually test them out ahead of time, or at least am familiar with the pattern and have looked at all of it and all that stuff. But this one, I literally bought it this morning and did not look at it, went to work, came back, and here we are. So I'm glad that all went well. I did see, I know one of the patterns I saw yesterday on Etsy was AI. It had to be. The yarn on it was like the smoothest, plushest yarn, and the stitches were like round. It won't, no way that was real. And it was like $2, and I felt really bad for anybody who had bought it because I know it's a fake pattern. It's just, I mean, the image is AI. Anyway, and if the image is AI, I cannot trust you that it is a real pattern. So I'm sorry, but like, why would you make a whole pattern and test it and everything and then put it up for sale and then use an AI image for it? I don't think you would, right? So that leads me to believe it's got to be an AI generated pattern, which I can't stand because I've tried, I know AI doesn't know what it's doing. It does not come up with good patterns. Let's just put it that way. So I do not want to see those floating around on the air because I know people are buying them because some of them look really good. And you're like, oh, I want to make that. And then you open it up and it takes you to make a snake instead of a fox or something, because that one was a fox. But it was just way too smooth looking. Never seen stitches that look like that in my life. Or even a yarn that looked that smooth. But either way. All right. Little voodoo doll. I'm excited to finish you. I'm going to sit here and work on you the next few minutes and see if I can get you about done or finish you tonight or something, because I'm excited. Or maybe we could take him outside, Arthur, and you could go run around and I could take my crochet outside. Does that sound good? He's about half asleep, but I guarantee you that is a good plan. He would appreciate that. It's so beautiful out there. Like I said, it's like 76. Perfect weather. But I appreciate you guys for being here with me today. I really do. I'm going to try to do some more Saturday lives soon, but it won't be this Saturday because we have the comedy show to go to. And Max got Saturday off, so we'll just be getting ready to go to do that. However, in the next few Saturdays, I am going to try to do some Saturday live streams. Because I know, a lot of people can't come to these, and I understand. So I also want to try to do some Saturday ones because they're good too. And like I said, I'm going to work on the little voodoo doll. And don't you worry, as soon as I get those buttons, I'm going to post a picture of this voodoo doll because I'm just determined to make a cute one, okay? Cute or creepy somehow. Something. He better come out good. And then, like I said, maybe we'll make him in the plush yarn next. That would be fun. And he'll also be bigger, so that'll be nice. And yeah, but I'm really appreciative of you guys. Oh, you are? See, there you go. See, you're off Saturdays. And a lot of people are, right? So there we go. And my husband works on Saturdays, so it gives me a good day on the weekend to stream. So Like I said, just not this Saturday, but hopefully in the next upcoming Saturdays, I'm going to try to do some more Saturday streams and all that good stuff. But I really appreciate you guys for being here today. Thank you so much. If you have not already, please hit the like button. It does help me out. And if you're not subscribed, you can subscribe and turn on your notification bell so you do not miss when I do go live the next time. Usually Tuesdays, Thursdays around 12-ish, give or take, and Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, I will see you guys next Tuesday, hopefully. And until then, I will see you around on the YouTube and the chats and all that good stuff. And yeah, I will see you guys later. Bye. Ah, where's the button? There it is. Oh, I loved, by the way, Ladybird, when you ended your live, you were just so perfectly sitting there. And that's how the screen froze. It was perfect. Just had to say that. All right. Bye, guys.